Hey, what's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent, and coming off of the hype from my last video talking about the most popular free-to-play games on Steam for summer this year of 2020, I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of expand that a little bit, and let's just talk about the trending games on Steam right now. I don't know if this is going to be seasonally, I guess. It could be monthly, actually, because games sometimes release, and they are hype, and they are exciting, and why? Let's talk about that. If it's a one-and-done kind of game, maybe I won't be able to mention it in the overall seasonal lists, but these are games that have just recently released or something happened, some update. For some reason, people are way too freaking excited about these titles. So, and give you guys a little light reviews or just kind of just chat like, yo, this thing is happening. You guys want to be a part of the happening? This is it, guys. Here we go. Quick list of what's going down on the Steam charts, the trending games on Steam right now, I guess for, we'll just say, August. Okay, guys, so reverse order, we're talking about the most popular right now because it's the most obvious, right? And that's going to be Fall Guys. Fall Guys is one of those games that I really hyped up. I put in a couple of videos, incidentally, actually, especially when Devolver Digital did that weird expo game thing, which was kind of a riot. I guess I'll link to that video where I did the first look of that. But yeah, Fall Guys was a game I was gushing about on streams a lot, and I think it is the most unique Battle Royale game to come out whatsoever, and of course coming in the hype as well. Did you know that there's like Ninja Warrior and parkour gyms out there? Yeah, no, I have this hype of like a lot of people wanting to get outside and be active, and it's specifically obstacle courses, or there's even like adult playgrounds and things like that. Like, guys, we never grow up in the end, and so a lot of people our age, millennials, look, we're looking to play some fun battle royales. What is this game? A game where you're playing as like a little bean running around obstacle courses, a Ninja Warrior battle royale that looks adorable? Heck yeah. So how many players? Currently, it's at 127 as of me looking at it. So a ton of people are playing it. Obviously, though, this hasn't had a full month to see how long this game is going to last, and if it's actually going to make it for a seasonal list, just like all the rest on this list. But overall, I will give my prediction. I do actually think this game will continue to be relatively popular because of the type of game that it is. Some complaints, I think, overall for the game is that maybe there's not enough variety of the different arenas, but I'm absolutely certain they're going to be spamming that content. From what we've seen with other battle royales, oh yeah, this game, they can pump it out absolutely for sure. I think we're gonna have some really fun cosmetics. I know that today, which actually is going to be yesterday when this video goes up, whatever, they were giving away the scout stuff, so you can actually be the scout from Team Fortress 2 outfits. Yeah, just a lot of cute stuff going on with this game, and it's kind of a game that people who don't play games can play, but also people who play games and love battle royales can really geek out at how unique this type of game is. So yeah, pretty much everyone enjoys it, and I think we will continue to enjoy it when time comes, but we'll find out when the time comes when I actually do my seasonal review of the most populated games next season. And the next game to talk about is Risk of Rain 2, which honestly kind of had some weird ups and downs averages because it was early access. Risk of Rain 2 is actually the sequel to, well, what was kind of like, just a cute 2D, very, very action-packed kind of shooter, roguelite style game. And this one, they brought it to 3D, and I thought that was a cute gimmick, except it's more than just cute. It's actually really intense. So it looks like the player base is kind of peak, actually, whenever there's a big update, and that generally happens in early access games. So they kind of peak at like 22,000. It's pretty good. It's pretty nice. But then, like, certain updates, holy crap, it'd go up to like 4,000 players. And right now, it just had a peak of 71,000, and currently playing 30 minutes ago, it's 53,000 players, which is really freaking decent. Puts it in like Steam's top 10 played. So this happens because there's like a new boss fight. I know the Discord was talking about it, like, dude, Sky, you gotta play it. They got this like Souls-like kind of experience. This boss fight's crazy. Also, the game, I believe, just released early access, or somewhat recently, maybe. So yeah, here in August, I know it's no longer in early access as of looking at it. I used to have it in a shared library. I'm actually literally going to purchase it today so I can play it for you dudes. And it's just, I know the original, I had fun with it, I liked it, and I've been kind of waiting for this one to finish so I could actually jump in and do like a meaty review. So I guess it's time. It's time to actually do that. But anyways, will this game actually continue? It seems that with the trends, it's like people are very interested in it, but it's going to be dependent on these updates, which is totally fine. It's a little bit up and down, but its peaks are really freaking high. So if they can continue to update this game and just, continue to dish it out, almost games as a service it, actually, which is possible because the publisher is Gearbox Publishing, and this game obviously has so much hype potential, and of course being played as a co-op game as well, like a looter shooter, this could be really intense. This could be a really, really sexy game, and frankly, actually, a lot of roguelite games, even though they're not online or co-op, have a history of having like awesome free updates. So I really think that this style of game, yeah, really would work out. So yeah, we have the 1.0 update. It is finally available. People are jamming to it. This one, I don't know. It's a little shaky if it's going to be continuously top 10 on, Steam, but I do think it's going to be very, very well received. And this is like the new face of, I think, roguelite, as well as maybe even looter shooters. Look out, Warframe and Destiny. We got a new boy. I know it's not quite the same thing. Neither is Deep Rock Galactic, but in a way, kind of, they kind of scratch a similar itch, maybe, right? I don't know. Alright guys, and there's actually only one more game that I do want to talk about that is trending, and it's kind of obvious, though there is some things to rant about, and that's going to be Horizon Zero Dawn. So whenever I do this video, I guess I'm going to repeat it monthly, I will obviously have to talk about the new AAA game that gets, launched. So if it's going to be Cyberpunk, duh, that's going to be the most popular, but also these ports, games like Horizon Zero Dawn. I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. I can't believe I didn't do a full review. I don't know. I was too obsessed with it. I kind of didn't put it down, and it's very rare that I like 100% games, but dude, I completed all of this game. The DLC was actually fantastic, and I did play on the hardest difficulty. So some things to talk about though, some people are having issues with performance, but apparently the developers are actually working around the clock to actually make sure that this game is performant sooner than later, but even then, it still had mostly glowing reviews, though then again, games journalism is frankly cancer and everyone quantifies everything. So yeah, maybe for some people this is actually garbage, for some people it's amazing, but I gotta say, the Horizon Zero Dawn as just a game, as a concept, it's what is it like? It's really it's a monster hunting game. Frankly, that's what it is. And I actually, if I'm not mistaken, I put it as number 2 on my top 10 best monster hunting games list. I really, really enjoyed it for the monster hunting, especially because it focuses on ranged and trapping and being more stealthy and strategic. It's like a stealth monster hunter, which is extremely rare. Most of the time it's anime as fuck. So playing 34 minutes ago was 25,000 people, and that's about right. It's pretty great, for a single player game. Though I think it would have been higher if it had more glowing reviews about the performance. But I think overall in time this will actually dip down. This is a game that you can finish, you can one and done, much like Sekiro or something like Nioh, or something along those lines. You can one and done it, and so maybe people won't continue to just jam to it non-freaking stop. It's not a game that you just play addictively like Monster Hunter World, which is more games as a service, or maybe some of the more repetitive what the hell games, maybe like management games, things like that. But it's a fantastic game to pick up, especially whenever it does eventually go on sale, which we should have a sale sometime, fall sale, winter sale, stuff like that. That's the time to pick up Horizon Zero Dawn. But it is a great game. It is a AAA game, and I think it's a little bit underrated compared to Breath of the Wild or some other open world games. If you like Monster Hunter and if you like Breath of the Wild, it's basically those two games combined with freaking robots. As well, the story is genuinely pretty great. Yeah, the only thing I think could detract from the game is there's like these platforming parts, and they're basically not platforming at all. It's basically wasted. Breath of the Wild is definitely better in that aspect. But the dungeons and the overall monster fights, the boss fights, just basically every monster is a boss fight in a way. Horizon Zero Dawn's got a beat. And in fact, in some ways, and actually in many ways, the monster hunting is better than Monster Hunter World. And it depends on the type of player that you are, but I really enjoyed this game. Highly recommend it. It definitely is worth the hype that it has, but also maybe wait a little bit for a sale and wait for the optimization patches. So that's pretty much it for my arbitrary list of trending games. It's actually incredibly easy to see which games are brand new and trending and ticking up. You can clearly see the graphs of which games are really rising. For the most part, though, everything is really steady, I have to say. Everything just from what has been released, free-to-play or otherwise buy-to-play, has just been generally somewhat steady, or maybe even going down as more and more people are trying to explore outside in the world and try to get out of their houses from COVID. But also, maybe that stagnancy is from COVID, because just everyone is playing more games more often. But it seems like it is going a little bit more down as, COVID kind of eases up. A little bit. I don't know about you guys where I am, Dallas, Texas, America. No, it hasn't. I'm going to still be staying inside. But hopefully you guys are all staying safe, washing your hands and all that good stuff, and playing some games. So, what games are you actually jamming out to? It could be an old game, a new game. I'm actually thinking of playing Pathologic, possibly, or going back and making sure I finish Thief. It's cool. I got to finish my backlog. But what are you guys playing? Let me know in the comments below. But regardless, hope you guys keep the hype alive. My name's Skylent, and I'll see you again next time.